We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank y'all so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully, you hit that like button as well. That's the only price of admission for our live streams is to simply hit the like button. Hit the like button, gang. I appreciate you. I am not a morning person, but today I have to be a morning person because I have to move my baby girl out of college today. I'm super excited about it. Move my baby girl out of school. Yeah. Move my baby out of school. All right. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Please let me know where y'all are watching me this morning. If you're watching me from work, if you're watching me, excuse me, just now got something in my eyes. If you're watching me from home, if you're listening in the car, just let me know what city, state you're in, what country you're in, so I can give you some shout outs and some love. Hey, man, shout out to all my blues. I want to say much love to my blues. Shane is he's my latest blue. He's my latest mod to become a moderator of the LFR family. And he was the very first person to hear. Well, he wasn't the very first person inside the chat, but he was definitely the very first moderator inside the chat. What's up, Shane? And Nanny's taking the world. What's going on? Angel, sweet Angel is in the building, per usual. Hey, Angel. And shout out to everyone, all of my people. I got people in Nebraska. What's up, Zach? I got people in Pennsylvania, Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, to be exact. What's up, Peter, Susan? Peter and Susan. So is it Susan Peters or is it Peters? Is it Susan Peters? Is that who it is? Or is it Peter and your last name is Susan? That would be a little different for me, but you know what I mean? I'm with it. All right, shout out to Live Oak, Florida. Who else we got? Springfield, Missouri, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Yeah, keep on pulling up, guys. When people pull up, let them know to hit the like button. A lot is going on. We're going to have a good conversation this morning. It's not going to be for as long as it usually is, but things will be moving forward. Guys, the thumbnail says this is getting bad, guys. It is. It is. We got to talk about it, man. We're going to have some good conversations. And some of y'all might be mad at me at the end of this live stream. But you know what? It's okay because we love each other and we family. And as long as we can set each other straight and be able to move on with love, then we are fine. To God be the glory. Remember when David starts ripping off all of his pants? I mean, all of his clothes. And he was in the middle of the neighborhood and his neighbors thought he was going crazy. Losing his mind because he was just out there dancing and just stripping at the same time. And when they got closer, they realized that he was giving God praise. He said, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praises will continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me and let us exalt his holy name together. And that's when he was just out there dancing and just ripping off his clothes. Well, that's where I am right now with a grateful heart. God woke me up this morning, gave me another day, started me on my way, gave me strength to make it, man, gave me eyes to see. He gave me legs to walk. He gave me a tongue to talk. And I am so appreciative. And hopefully you give God praise, glory, and honor just for his grace and for his mercy. All right, let's get into it. What the hell is going on with the racial tension in this country? We got to do something about it. I'm not going to belabor any points or anything like that, but we're going to get us started off right. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this clip right here. I took it from the Piers Morgan show. This came from the Piers Morgan show this weekend. He had a bunch of people on there, but I know we got the Shiloh Hendricks thing. This is the lady that was in the park with her baby, and she saw a little kid was taking stuff out of her baby's bag and just running and being a little jerk. And the way she handled it was not right. She did not handle it correctly at all. But it has sent like a hailstorm across this country where people are taking positions with their racial groups, and they are just being stubborn at this point. And then you have Carmelo Anthony with the Austin Metcalf thing. That thing right there made people stand in their corners and take up arms with their racial groups. And then you have this new one right here, Ryan. What's his name? Ryan Hutchins. What's his daggone name? What's the brother name? In Cincinnati. What is that brother's name, man? Hold on, we're gonna get to it. The cop killer. Okay, Rodney Hinton Jr. and Ryan Hinton. So Rodney Hinton Jr., the guy that ran into the police with his car because he didn't like that one of the police unalived his son after his son and a bunch of his friends was driving a stolen vehicle and ended up stopping while running, and then got out the car, tried to run away, and had a gun in their hand, and the police spotted it, and bang, bang, bang. R.I.P. to them youngers, man. So it's just so much going on, and people are like saying, you know what? F it. F it. If it's going to be this way, then it's going to be this way. And you know what people are doing? People are getting louder. People are getting louder and prouder with their racism and with their just being mean to one another, not realizing don't nobody care if you're black, white, Mexican, Asian. It does not matter. We're all Americans, period. We are all Americans, and it's high time that we lock in, we pay attention to that, and we join forces. Because guess what? China, they don't give a damn about our racial tensions. As a matter of fact, they're laughing because the only way one of these other countries can bring us down is from the inside. We got to do it ourselves. They don't have the power to do it. They can't do it with economics. They can't do it with our military. Ain't no way they can do it. That's how powerful we are. The only way we can destroy each other is from the inside out, and that's it. So, y'all gonna hear some things from me, and guess what? Yes, this is the sign of the times, but we need to dial it back. We need to dial it back a notch or two. And some of y'all are getting comfortable with this, and I don't like it. Do you not realize that 17,000 people, more than 17,000 people, went to Shiloh Hendricks GoFundMe, Give, Send, Go. And not only did she raise more than $600,000 for saying a word to a kid over and over again, and to the guy that was on the video, and her life was upended, and she tried to just at some point, we just need to sit back and just think before we open our damn mouths, man. That's it. And now people are coming to her defense, and they're raising money for her. People have come to Carmelo Anthony's defense after he stabbed a kid, unalived him. Bruh, he raised almost $600,000 too. What are we doing? Do I gotta go commit some crime in order to raise me some money, pay my bills, get me and my family out of debt, start some generational wealth? Do I have to go do something ignorant, indignant, belligerent, so that you guys can raise some money for me, so that I can become rich and wealthy? I want y'all to take a peek at this conversation that they had on Piers Morgan, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this, and then we're gonna move on with our list of topics for the morning. And we also had Trump, who sat down with the president, the prime minister, the new prime minister of Canada, and that went well too. In my opinion, I think that went very well. I love the fact that they're having conversations, and we're also about to have an official meeting with China. and see how that go. We already know that they're trying to play chess. They're trying to play strong. They're trying to play tough. They're trying to act like they don't need us. But guess what? This entire world needs the United States because we set it up that way. If you don't believe me, look, let me tell you something. You on the wrong side, Jack. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this right here. All right, let's go and jump into it, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And thanks in advance for any super chats that may come in as well. Thanks again, guys. Let's get to it.
You've been so unashamedly proud of being a racist today, proud of using the N-word whenever you feel like it. You've had a bit of time to think about this. Is that how you want people to leave this panel debate, with thinking of you as a disgusting racist?
I don't really care what people think about me. As long as you care about what people think about you, you have no power and you lose your country. What I care about is freedom of speech. And if you're not allowed to say the most offensive things in this country, you do not have freedom of speech. I don't care what anybody says. So that's the main crux of this situation. That's what I care about with this situation. It is, we have lived for far too long in a country where you can have your life destroyed. And people say, oh, she doesn't need this money. Her life's destroyed, by the way. She'll never be able to get another job. She's got children to have to support. And I don't want to live in a country where you can say an inappropriate, rude thing, which, by the way, Black people can say things to white people all the time and they never get canceled. There's no backlashing about this. I want to live in a country where people are allowed to say what they want unashamedly. And you will
well, go
not
on, then,
have
say it. Say
you
the
will
M-
not have
go on, say,
speech.
go on, say the N-word. Go on.
No.
Hang on.
Don't invite. No.
No.
I don't want you to invite this woman to say a racially harmful term in front of me because I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here. You and one Uncle Tom on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Piers. I understand what you're trying to do, but we already know she's racist, and I don't want to invite a racial harm to me.
I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there. Thank you all very much.
All right. What did y'all think about that? Please let me know in the comments. What did you think about it? Also, what did you think about what Lily said? She said, okay, the blonde girl. Okay, the blonde girl is who he was talking to. He was talking to this one right here, the one second from the right. He's talking to her. What she's pretty much saying is freedom of speech is non-existent in the United States. She's saying that you have people that can say whatever the hell they want to say, and then you have people who can't say anything unless they will be ostracized or potentially blocked from society and all these other things, which is absolutely the truth. She's not lying. Remember, just last year, people were losing their jobs. 2 years ago, people were losing their jobs for not calling a man she, or not acknowledging a woman as a man and not acknowledging a man as a woman. All of this was just now happening. Well, let's go to the thicker stuff. What she was saying. Black people can say whatever they want about anybody, any race. And she's absolutely right. People act like there's no such thing as black privilege. You out your damn mind. It's not. You are out your cotton picking mind. We can say whatever we want to say, do whatever we want to do, and we dare anybody stop us. We go into a restaurant, to a building, to a public space, and we can be as loud and belligerent as we want and dare anybody to get into our space or our face and tell us how to act. And if they do that, they better be black when they're correcting us, or we're going to call them racist. We're going to play the race card. We're definitely going to play the race card. All right. So what she is basically saying is Shiloh Hendricks, the lady that was firing off that N-word like a dumbass, she was being a dumbass. So if you're one of them people that think she wasn't, then you're on a listen. I would love to debate you. But Shiloh Hendricks was definitely being a dumbass. But should her entire life been messed up because she said a word? No, it shouldn't have. Not at all. Not one bit. That's cancel culture, right? I thought we had freedom of speech. What about all of these other people that look like me that get to say whatever we want about whatever race, and we use the N word like water. We use it like breath, like it's the air we breathe. You know what I mean? But nobody says anything. We see a white person and we want to call a white person a peck of wood, a cracker, a honky, anything. It's okay. Why? Because white people aren't so offended by it that they raise all hell to get people canceled for saying a damn word or saying a phrase. Whereas Mark Lamont Hill on this channel right here, on this panel, he started acting like, I'm not going to say acting. And the reason why I won't say acting is because this is real to him. This is real to him in the community that he represents. So when he got all upset because Piers Morgan was daring this young lady to, okay, if you really about that life, go ahead and say it then. Say the word. Say N-word right now on this panel in front of everybody. Feel free. Go ahead. He was wrong in getting her to do that. And she probably would have with no problem, because it's just a word. Just like all the millions of other words that we say on a daily basis. That's just a word. It don't mean anything to me. And honestly, it really don't have the impact that Mark Lamont Hill is acting like it actually has. So I don't see why you're trying to get me to say it. But Mark Lamont Hill was super upset because he's saying, you wouldn't get someone to just say a Jewish racial epithet or slur just for the sake of ratings or just for the sake of conversation. You wouldn't do that. You have never done that. You've had many conversations on this panel before where people could not say anything against the Jews. And I bet you wouldn't ask someone on your panel to intentionally say something against the Jews. You would never do that. But in this case, when we're talking about black versus white, you want to get this white lady to say something against black people, which is the N-word, just to prove that she's a racist. Okay, I would say this. I believe that we are all a teaspoon racist. That's just me. Feel free to fuss at me if you want, but I think we're all just a pinch. And I don't see no problem with it. And racism and racist is the term that we actually need to talk about, because it really don't hold that much power. It don't hold the power that we give it. We are the ones that put that power in it. So I ain't got no issue with anybody who stand on business, who believe that, you know, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make sure that all of my rights, I have all of my rights, even freedom of speech. I ain't got no issue with it. I will say this though, if you are bold enough to say what you want to say, when you want to say it, there will be some type of backlash from it. It will be some consequences or repercussions. You're not going to always skate away free and clear with nothing happening to you or nothing being said to you. You're not. You may lose a check. You may lose business. You may lose friends. You may lose relationships. You may get doxxed. Now that we know this, it's time for us to actually make real intelligent decisions before we decide to say whatever the hell we want to say or do whatever the hell we want to do. If we can say whatever we want to say or do what we want to do, Austin Metcalf will still be here. If we can say or do what we want to do, Rodney Hinton's son and all of this, his friends will be able to go around the U.S. and steal as many cars as they want and not be held accountable. And Rodney Hinton's son, Ryan Hinton, will still be alive. Because we can't do that. That's just not real life. You can't do what you want to do. You can't say what you just want to say, because that's just where we are right now. Everybody have an axe to grind, Everybody got a chip on their shoulder, and everybody is ready to fight. They just ready for just say the word so I can be on the side of my people. I don't want there to be no race war, bro. I want us to actually understand that this life is not forever. We won't have each other as neighbors and as potential clients and business partners forever. We won't have this opportunity forever. We need to stop taking it for granted. Black versus white is dumb as hell. We need to grow the hell up. That's what we need to do. All of Hollywood is playing along with this racial game. Now they're trying to have black people, citizens versus the police. Like, people are going after the police. It's dumb as hell, bro. At some point, we need to wake the hell up, and we all need to do our part in fixing this. Ignoring it is obviously not going to help. It's not going to help. And if it means people can speak freely and say whatever the hell they want to say whenever they want to say it, if that's going to help, by all means. I just don't think that we're mature enough for that. I wish we was, but I don't think we're mature enough for that. PG, thank you so much for the super chat. People are racist against people who are racist. Yeah. Yes, and people are racist to people that they think they can get away with being racist to. Because here's the thing. Shiloh Hendricks, we don't know if that little boy was racist, but we do know that the actions and the verbiage of Shiloh Hendricks came off as really racist. So she was being racist to somebody that was just being a dumb kid. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you want to be all about life, if you want to be about that life and be about that life, but never towards a child. Thank you. Facts. 1000%. If you're going to be like that, then be like that to an adult that can have a conversation with you then and there. Don't do that with no child. These children are innocent. I don't give a damn what color the children are. Children are innocent. Leave the children out of it. Can we do that? At least? They don't have to be like spoils of war. They don't have to get hit by our bullets, man. That's all. That's what's already happening. Over the weekend, some dumbass N-words was doing some shooting at a park and unalived the 7-year-old kid. Had nothing to do with it. They keep on saying put the guns down. I say put the guns up, but only at the people who are in that, but go into a safe space where y'all can just get rid of each other. If you want to have your little wars, then go into a safe space and have your war and do whatever you want to do, because this dark world will continue to live right alongside the world of light, the world of love, the world of the godly people. We will still move, but that's the same thing I say with the criminals. Criminals need to only go after other criminals. Leave citizens alone. If a man and a woman is coming into their home after work or after a nice day out on the town, after dinner or something, after lunch, leave them the hell alone. Go to where the guys are that want to play that game you want to play and assault them. Go rob them. Go be gangster to other gangsters. Ain't nothing gangster about terrorizing somebody who is not in the game, terrorizing somebody who don't want to have no parts in this. Go do your thing. Go be ignorant and get rid of yourselves. All dark, or if you're in a dark world and you want to get rid of people in the dark world, then feel free to go get rid of people in the dark world. But leave the rest of us alone. That's how I feel about that. That's my 2 pennies. And that's all I'm gonna say on that note. Talking about they gonna leave me the heck alone. That's how I say. Again, guys, hit the like button. I see y'all are sounding off. I see y'all are sounding off. Let me see what y'all are saying. Speech is free. It's the consequence that costs. Absolutely, 1000%. I am not a fan of ignorant, over emotional criminals and liars, regardless of race. David Wood, thank you, brother. Jamaican friends don't play that gangster biz, for sure. Man, we just need to get louder, man. And this is another reason why I want y'all to start your own channels. If you don't already have one, people like yourself, I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70 years old, your voice need to be out there. Why? Because people are ignorant. They need your level-headedness. They need your spirit, you know, the spirit of God that you walk around with on a daily basis. You walk around with love on a daily basis. It's not like you walking around just reading scriptures and trying to get people saved. Not that anything's wrong with that, but what you are doing, you're an example of what real love look like. You're a parent to your children. You're a great neighbor to your neighbors. You show yourself friendly to people out there in the world all the time. And you even help people when you see that they need help. If you see that their car is broken down, or if they're looking like they're having a medical episode, you jump in there. You try to figure out, how can I help? Should I call somebody? Do you have anybody that you want me to call? Do you have any emergency contacts? That's the type of stuff we need. Those are the type of people we need. All these people that say, yes, we can finally use the N-word because of free speech. If they get to do it and they're trying to block this person and they're trying to, bruh, relax. And just to be clear, I don't care about Shallow Hendricks raising money. I don't want her to raise a dime. I don't think that as adults, we should be able to go out in the world and intentionally do dumb shit and be rewarded for it. Ain't that the same thing that certain communities are doing now? They go out there and rob somebody, and then when the police get them, they're like, he ain't even do nothing. What you doing? He had a gun, but he wasn't pointing at you. Why the police had to shoot him? Like, we're always trying to make up excuses for people that just want to do whatever the hell they want to do without any consequence. Shallow Hendricks shouldn't get a penny. Carmelo Anthony's family shouldn't get a penny. And Ryan Hinton, this guy that just now ran over the police, bruh, do you not realize that people who are dealt the worst type of treatment in prison are people who treat children badly, grapers, and people who are cop unalivers? Bruh, you about to be in prison with a whole bunch of police who are going to be mad at you for what you did to one of them. Feel free to enjoy yourself, because that's exactly what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, they just now had a court date for this whole thing. So just to bring y'all up to date what's going on. You say something? Oh, I thought somebody said something. All right, just to bring y'all up to date to what's going on. All right, so let me see. Let me pull it up right now. And shout out to Ilan, Ohmar. Somebody need to do something about that, bro. I don't know what's going on. I'm finally a patriot. Finally a patriot with my entire life hating this country. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I went my entire life not giving a good daggone about this country. I was black everything. Black on black on black. I wanted the American flag to be black stars and black stripes. I don't know how you was going to see them, but that's what I wanted. I wanted everything to be black. And vote Democrat. I didn't care if it was a one-party system, just Democrat. That's what I wanted. But I'm finally at a point where I'm sensible and I'm considerate and I'm appreciative of the country where I live. I actually see how these other countries operate, and I'm comparing. And to be honest, bro, black, white, or other, we are in the best nation in the world, and we need to act like it. We need to treat each other like you're my helpmate. You're my friend. You're my brother. You're my sister. Stop all this BS, bro. It's dumb as hell. It's dumb. So this guy right here, Ryan Hinton, he unalived the cop, right? His son was in a daggone car crash. They stole a car, him and three of his friends. They stole a car, they started running from the police, crashed the car. He gets out, his son gets out the car with a gun. Police shoot him. Black America is praising the father for going out the next day and running over who he thought was the cop that killed his son. It was the wrong daggone cop, but he felt justified because the whole eye for an eye thing, right? Black America is they're celebrating it. They're calling him a hero now. So then when he goes to the court and before he goes to trial, he's just getting the sentencing. He sees a whole bunch of the police officers standing there coming to represent their people, coming to represent their fallen soldier. And he started mad dogging them. He's walking in front of them and just grilling them. Thank you so much for the super chat, Just the Brown Girl in America. You have a morning show now. Yes, I do have a morning show now. Yeah, we are 20 episodes in, baby. And make sure y'all hit the like button, gang. Let me tell y'all something. The like button is important. Hit the like button and watch the video. That's all, man. Just hit the like, watch the video. Hit the like, watch the video. So this whole Rodney Hinton Jr. thing, it's lending itself to this racial situation that we're in right now. And guys, we don't want there to be no race war. When I say we, I'm talking about the good people. I'm talking about God-fearing people. I'm not talking about black people. Some black people want there to be. Some white people want there to be. And definitely other countries want there to be a race war. That's what we need to get across to you all. Other countries want there to be turmoil in our country. They don't give a damn about anything we're talking about. And guess what, white, black people? When we go and live in Japan, we go and live in China, they will not treat us with the same level of respect and love that an American citizen will treat us with. And I'm talking about a random American citizen. So I'm just saying, bro. And so so Rodney Hinton's family went to the court and they got into a huge brawl right outside the courthouse. I want y'all to check this out, man. This is the ignorance that we're dealing with. And why Big Mama, I don't know who family member that is. Maybe that's, I don't know if that's the mom or the sister or whatever the case, but that's a big girl right there. That's big back right there. That's big back, big back. She got snacks. She got snacks. I bet she got some snacks on her. And this is the thing too, guys. So we're always in these type of situations. And then we wonder, how come they always looking at us when we go into the stores? How come when the police pull us over, they seem a little bit more aggressive and unhinged, like they think something's going to pop off? I don't know. I have the slightest idea. I have the slightest clue. Could it be our music? Could it be what we're actually doing in public? Could it be the fact that we show blatant disregard for our own lives and our own community, in how we live, in how we communicate, and how we represent ourselves in public? There are people out here saying, I had to move out of the black neighborhood and move into a white neighborhood, and now everything's lovely. There's no trash on the ground. There's no crime. Let me tell you something. There's black neighborhoods that's beautiful like that too. There's white neighborhoods that's beautiful like that. Hispanic neighborhoods that's beautiful like that. Like, that's just, it's not, guys, it's not about our race. It's not about our race at all. When people can afford to live in certain areas, in certain communities, certain crimes and things just don't happen in certain communities. It's about the money that we're making. It's about what we're able to afford. It's about that dollar. Once we realize that it's not about white, black, or other, it's about that dollar, we'll be fine. Why do you think the Democrats go out of their way to get all of the black people on their side? It's about that dollar. They want to stay in power so that they can make more money. They want to take advantage of as many ignorant people as possible. And what they would do, they would dangle turmoil and any type of topic that can separate us in our faces so that we can draw near to them and they be our savior, and we show that we need them. We don't need them people for nothing. I'm trying not to use the N word myself. I'm trying to get away from that, because I grew up saying it like it was my name. And I'm sure I've said the N word way more than I've said my own name. Way more. Just something that we do. Just something that I still do it on accident. And I don't mean any harm by anybody. When I was at my Uncle Leroy funeral just this Saturday, and I saw my dad and I saw all of my family, and we were sitting down at the repast, and I'm looking around. We got there's so much food. All the tables are decorated nice. Got balloons and centerpieces in the middle of the tables. And then my cousin come walk around. The granddaughter of my uncle that just now passed away. And she is a part of the team that got all this together. And I looked at her and I was like, yo, y'all did a daggone good job. I need to donate. I need to donate, because, you know, whenever families have funerals and stuff like that, that comes out of our own pockets. Y'all already know that. A lot of people don't have the insurance set up, and they don't have the money, and a lot of people don't want to participate either. They don't want to participate. Uncle Leroy passed away. It's going to cost. We need to feed people. We need to make sure we got this, that, and the third. Who's going to participate? Who's going to donate? She said to me, the reason why all this went so well is because your Uncle Leroy had a bunch of real niggas with him. Yeah, that's why all this food is together. That's why everything's so straight. Everything's in a nice, clean building, because your Uncle Leroy got a bunch of real niggas with him. Just saying, a lot of people look at it as a positive thing, like we real niggas. Like everything that's debaucherous about us, everything that's belligerent about us, everything that's nasty and dark about us, we adopt it, we love it, we embrace it, we encourage it. Why in the hell you got all these nasty, ratchet ass rappers and singers showing their ass whenever they can? Like they showing you everything but the daggone iterus. Yes, I said iterus. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I live in Tijuana. People sweep the streets, and people sweep the streets. Wow, that's nice. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tijuana Border Jumper. Appreciate you. And that's a really cool name, by the way. I think I said it the last time. one part ignorance, one part manipulation, one part conditioning. It's been engineered for generations, black or white. It has been, but at some point, let me tell y'all guys, we need to stop making up excuses and act like we're still stuck in the Stone Ages. We're not. We're so far removed from slavery, it's crazy. We're so far removed from all these cops are racist. It's not the case. Are there some racist cops? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, some racist cops. Just like it's some racist ass citizens that disrespect and mistreat good cops who just came to work to take care of their families. They came to their daggone jobs that's dangerous as hell. Don't know if they're going to go back home. Don't know if their friends or their co-workers are going to go back home at the end of the day. And these guys are still doing the job. And then they pull us over and we got an attitude. Why the F you pulled me over? Man, you ain't got to do all this. Man, just hurry up and take my information and let me go, man. Write my ticket and get the hell out of my face. What you doing? You being racist. I got my phone on right now because I'm making sure that whatever you do, it's going to be all on camera. Just disrespecting and cussing out the police. And they're like, sir, ma'am, you have a good day. And look, I don't want no smoke. You're clear to go. You're free to go. You damn right I'm free to go. Give me my driver's license. Then as soon as something goes sideways and you end up on a t-shirt, then the whole daggone community talking about, he ain't do nothing wrong. She ain't do nothing wrong. You ain't got to kiss no police ass, but at the end of the day, be respectful. And this is me. I have to say this. I'm guilty, guys. I'm guilty. My wife will tell you. There's been many times, to God be the glory, there was many times where we were pulled over, where we were headed into the movies or heading out to dinner, me and my wife, and I was just so impatient and so mean to the police that pulled me over. You'll be like, really, Van? Let me tell you something. I used to love being a bad kid. I used to love being a bad person to the point where when I became an adult, some of those things did not just go out the window or just not just get right automatically. It's things that we got to work on. It's not like, oh, I'm an adult now. Let me go ahead and do everything right. No, that's not how that works. Not at all. Not at all. Mika's in the building. Black people, Van. Don't condemn trash. That's the issue. Black people. Hey, see, Van don't condemn trash. Let me tell you something. I love all people. I used to only love black people. That's a journey that there's some white people out there that only love white people. There's some Hispanics out there that only love other Hispanics. I grew the hell up. Period. And I think Murray Hanlon has something to do with it. I think Gene Stidham has something to do with it. I think Jamie Piers has something to do with it. I think Jim Craik has something to do with it. Like I can go on and on. There are some amazing whites I've met over my life that are absolutely phenomenal. And this is before I met Renee and Lisa Marie and Michelle and Carl Fairbanks. And the list goes on of white individuals that I started like being friends with, having good conversations with, and realizing that my black life is absolutely no different than their white life. They have struggles too. Black people, did you know that? This is only for the black people. Black people, did you know that white people have the same struggles that you have? Wow, right? It's crazy, right? They also got to pay taxes. They also got to buy groceries. They also got to put gas in their car just like you and me. Yeah. Thank you, Mika. From roots to radicals. It's economics and culture. Poor white areas are also sugar honey iced tea, but the culture is different. You're absolutely right, big dog. You're absolutely right, man. And thing is, a lot of people do not think that white people go through anything. They don't even believe that there's white on white crime. They don't believe that white people are being harassed by police. They don't believe that white people get unalived or slain or taken up out of here by police. Every time we talk about a police doing something to somebody, black people be like, yeah, they only mess with us. We the ones. They always bothering us. Do you know how ignorant you got to be, how conceited and arrogant you have to be to believe that you are the only people in this damn country being harassed or being mistreated by somebody? You are not. You're not. And then when you tell people that they're not, and you point out that there is actually some equality, even in the bad things, they get mad at you because it's like we wanted it to be ours, just ours. No, please don't tell me that white people are also being beat up by the police. Don't tell me that. It's the dumbest sugar honey iced tea ever. Thank you for looking. Thank you for looking issues in the face, no matter what they are, and speaking truth as best you know how. Thank you, Staten. I appreciate it, bro. That's the only thing we can do. That's the only thing I can do, be honest with you, is speak my own truth for real. 1320 Bushido. You're not niggas. Dap from school days. Spike was on point with that KFC scene. I do not remember that joint, but I love when Spike Lee used to put those type of messages in his movies. But the one thing that Spike Lee didn't do was stop niggas from acting like niggas on his movies. So ain't no way in the world you can try to teach us a lesson in your movie and let us and have us feeling like we're just like everyone else, where in every one of your movies, Spike, you're separating all of the cultures and making us be as disrespectful as we possibly can to each other. Now, I was a huge Spike Lee fan. Don't get it wrong. Spike Lee led the movement when it came to black empowerment and black movies and black culture. He was one of the people on the front lines. One of my biggest artists that I used to love, shout out to Diane, my guardian, who put me on to them, Public Enemy. And then another group came out that I absolutely loved called Dead Prayers. I don't want any of you white people to go listen to no Dead Prayers, because that was the van between the 20s and 30s, between my early 20s and my early 30s. Dead Prayers is what I used to listen to. And that stuff, that would take you over the you start calling everybody saltines and being mean and wanting to fight anybody that don't look like you. It's the most ignorant sugar honey iced tea ever, man. I promise you. Media and people like Jasmine Crockett fan the Flames. Thank you, Van. It's all about our attitude, which we are responsible for. I agree 1000%. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you. Donna, that's one of my favorite names in the world, by the way. That's my mother-in-law name, Donna. Donna. Her name is Donna Green. Yeah, that's my baby. All right, so before we move on, I do want to play this one video from Pete Hegseth, where he says something that need to be said. It's really small. It's a really short joint. I don't know if y'all seen it, but y'all about to see it again if you haven't.
No more.
All right, but check this joint out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Pete Hegseth says something that needed to be said for sure. For sure.
No more pronouns. No more climate change obsession. No more emergency vaccine mandates. No more dudes in dresses. We're done with that shit.
And a lot of people are saying because Trump is as direct as he is, he's the reason why everybody else are becoming as direct as they're becoming. And they believe that's a bad thing. I don't have no issue with people being direct. But when you talk about Trump, understand this. He's not being direct to cause division. Trump is not being direct to intentionally disrespect anybody. What Trump is trying to do is just communicate a message the fastest way and the most direct way possible. And that's just with the truth. And the truth hurts people's feelings. That's it. Like if I go all the way around Sally's barn to tell a story or to get a point across, then it's going to soften the blow, but it's also a lot of people are going to miss the message and become more enamored with the story than they are with the message that I'm trying to get across. The thing I like about Trump is that he tells you whatever's on his mind at that time. As a matter of fact, let's talk about him meeting with the prime minister at the prime minister of Canada. Let me tell you something. Trump didn't hold no punches, bro. I want y'all to see this right here. And shout out to Treebeard. I want y'all to show some love to Treebeard, man. Treebeard is really helpful. The brother is all the way out in Ireland, and he is helping me with my podcast. He's helping me with my channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. All right, so Hydra Man, the biggest problem is people use the race card like candy. So it make others worry about saying and doing anything that they think doing anything because they think the race card will be used on them. The biggest problem is people use the race card like candy, so it makes others worry about saying and doing anything, thinking the race card will be used on them. Yep. And guess what? When the race card is used on them, when the race card is used on you, you take that race card that somebody gave you and you throw it out. You rip it up. Flush it down the toilet. Do whatever the hell you want. I used to play the race card all the time for fun. For fun. I was like, man, I'm on this government job. And I know that they can't talk to me about certain things. I know that they can't say certain things to me. I know that I can be irate and blame it on race. I can do that and get away with it. Shit. Ah, Lord. Oh, that's some good H2O. That was good. Y'all ever tried this? This is smart water. This is pretty good. Don't know if y'all, and some people say water is water. No, water is not water. If someone says water is water, then you don't know good water. Somebody say, man, they got that out of a toilet and ran through a filter. You talking about this good water. Yeah. And I'm ignorant when it comes to that too, because I'm saying that this is good. And people who really know good water, they're like, bro, that's not good water. I mean, I'm glad you like that though. That's just better than what you used to. Poor thing. Like, that's how people look at me. Like, I'll be like, man, this is some good water. They be like, you think so? Okay. They just ran that through a filter and just sold it to you for $15. And your dumb ass talking about this good. Smart water is not so smart. Somebody said that's hose water. Hey, but that's the thing. So that's why. How many of you used to drink water out of the hose back in the day? The outdoor hose. Tell the truth. When you were a kid, tell the truth. Because when me and my friends would be outside, and we had to be outside all day. Don't come back. Don't you come back in this house. If you come back in the house, you stay in the house. Y'all remember that back in the day? Yeah, look. Everybody, that's when we were free. That's when we loved life. That's when we didn't focus so much on the bull stuff. You know what I mean? We didn't care. We just wanted to keep it moving, bro. We wanted some energy, and we wanted that fuel, and we wanted to be cooled off so that we can get back to playing. And we didn't care if our friends were white, black, or whatever. We just wanted to play. Can you play? Can you play hopscotch? Can you play hide and seek? Can you play red light, green light? Can you play basketball? Can you play football? Can you play baseball? Can you play tag? We need another man. You playing? Okay, you playing? You playing? Who else playing? You playing? That's how we was when we were young and just learning life, man. Why can't we get back to that? I would say this, even if as adults we aren't able to get back to that, I think we would do our children a disservice if they can't experience that themselves. We would do our children a disservice if they cannot experience being a child without worrying about all this bull stuff that we worry about today. It's our job to protect these women and children and fools. That's biblical right there. So we gotta, this is the only reason why I'm talking about this right now. It's not about us. We've already had our time. We've had our time in the sun. We've skipped and held hands and fell in love and gotten fights and scraped our knees and embarrassed ourselves and almost died. And we've done all of that. And we've survived it all to the point where we can sit down, talk about it, laugh, drink a beer together, no matter our race. We are doing our children a disservice by giving into this BS. And that's one of the reasons, one of the main reasons why I decided to come over to the conservative side. If you are still on the fence, or if you're a Democrat and you're black and you're like, man, this dude, Uncle Tom, you're a sellout, you this, that, and the other, I say you have a right to think whatever you want to think, right? I've had my time. I don't have to prove myself to nobody whatsoever. But I think that all of us, we need to make sure that our children can be able to play freely and not worry about somebody just messing with them because they're the wrong color. I've seen videos, man. I've seen videos that piss me off of different races taking care of children on school buses. And then when they think nobody's looking, it would be like a black woman and a white kid. She would be elbowing them and punching them and twisting his ear just because he's a small white. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. It's a kid. I can't throw the race card away. I'll get fired. Sergeant Sweet Tea, bro. Thank you, bro. Don't get fired. Don't get fired. You need that. You need the munions to take care of your family. Damn, that must be some good water. Let me tell you something, that my water is good. This, I put to you like this. My guardian Diane used to make me and my brother's porridge when we were coming up. Because of the three little bears, she used to make us porridge. When we got older, we like, wait a minute, what is porridge? How did you make this? What are you doing? This is so good. It tastes like cream of wheat, but it's a different texture. It's a little bit more thick, but it's sweet and it's buttery and it's good. And she would give us that as a treat because we couldn't afford a whole lot. But she still made us some porridge. So I just now asked her, I was riding with her, and I said, Diane, what was porridge? How did you make porridge? She said, Vanny Poo, that was cornbread mix. I said, what? She said, Vanny Poo, that was cornbread mix. I made it like cream of wheat. We didn't have anything else to eat. We used to get cornbread mix for free for welfare. We used to get a lot of cornbread mix for free. Cornbread, powder milk, powder eggs, juicy juice, off-brand stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Spam. I'm talking to the brokies out there, the people who had to struggle before. I'm talking to y'all. I mean, I'm not talking to y'all pinky up bourgeoisies who still find something to complain about. And that's another thing. That's another thing. Let me tell you something. Every single black person I talk to that always want to complain about Trump being in office and this country going to sugar honey iced tea, then in the same breath, tell me I just started a business. Things are going good. I just bought a new car. I just bought a new truck. I just bought a new house. I'm about to get married. We about to go on a trip. We just now came back from Cancun. We about to go to Aruba next week. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. Back it up a little bit. You just now said that this country is doing bad. You just now said that you're fearing for your life, that you fear for your children's life. You just now said that all hell is breaking loose with Trump as the president. But then you're going to tell me all of these victories and blessings that you have in your life, make that make sense. Make that make sense. You just want to complain. And you be careful about that. Be careful about that. Because when God bless you with something and you still want to complain, God is going to take your blessings from you. Trust me on that. At any rate, I'm sorry for yelling, guys. Thank y'all so much for the super chats, man. Yes, it's some good water. Everyone should read the book, Breaking the Curse, of Willie Lynch for broader Black understanding. Yo! So one of my co-workers put me on to, probably not this book, a long time ago, when I started working for the federal government, put me onto this book about Willie Lynch. And then I started diving more into, you not lying. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that book and I'm gonna grab it on Amazon Prime so I can listen to it as I go and move my baby girl out of college. And shout out to my baby girl. She just now finished her second year as an engineering student. She's now officially a junior. I'm so proud of her. Congratulations, Gravy. I love you, baby girl. You're doing your thing. And then on top of that, she's maintaining a 4.0 grade point average in engineering. Now, I only say that because anyone out there that know about an engineering curriculum, it's not the same as a business degree curriculum or a nursing degree curriculum. It's very difficult. Now, a nursing degree curriculum is extremely difficult. That's probably worse than engineering. Never mind. But it's not the same. And the fact that she's staying so serious and locked in, bruh, nothing but, I got nothing but praise for my baby. Nothing. And then on top of that, I want to say shout out to LFR JoJo, who on May 10th, on Saturday, he's graduating with his master's degree after 5 years in engineering at 3.87 accumulative GPA. I'm so super proud of you, bro. Like, God is good. It's nothing you can tell me right now that won't tell me that God is not good. I'm sorry. It's not happening. It's not happening. Congratulations, JoJo. We are so super proud of you. Love you to death, brother. Keep doing your thing, man. For real. Listen, I'm just okay. Let's move forward. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Hydro Man. And if you think about the Dems use the race card to get votes, they always use the race card to get votes. They use the race card to get anything that they do. Everything has to do. Oh, they're only doing this against us because we Black. They only doing this against us because, like, don't y'all realize that everything that Trump has written an executive order against negatively impacts the Black community because of DEI? Y'all miss me with that, man. We all have our lot. We all got something that we're going through. Y'all need to stop complaining so much. You need to give God praise, glory, and honor for all of your blessings on a daily basis, or you will lose them. Just saying. Things aren't nearly as difficult as you think they are, but they can be if we continue down this path. That's all I'm saying. Fake records. Fake records. Okay. I need a little bit of context on this one, Papa Naya Shelley. I need just a little un poquito. I need just a little bit. Now I know I'm missing, but I need a little bit of context on this, brother. I'll be looking out for the for what you got to say about this. Lone Wolf is in the building. Lone Wolf, what's up with you, brother? I've been looking for you, man. And congratulations to your daughter for graduating as a nurse practitioner in November. Yeah, and then becoming a doctor. Let's go. Let's go, Lone Wolf. You said some negative stuff in one of our last live streams. I was looking for you. You said, and for you to be so blessed, I'm really mad at you now. For you to be so blessed, I'm looking at you sideways like, I cannot believe you just like to cause mischief for fun. You just one of them bad kids that just like to throw something at the teacher and look away like you're not doing nothing to get somebody in trouble, just so everybody can start laughing. That's the type of kid you are, the type of kid you was. Now you're one of them adults. Everything in your life is going well and you just want to cause mischief just for fun. Stop that. We ain't got time for that no more. I'm just keeping a buck. I'm keeping it in the buck. We ain't got time for trolls just to be trolling for the F of it. If we're going to build a coalition, if we're going to build something and start really loving on each other and trying to see how we can change this world together, we ain't got time just to be trolls for the F of it. What's the point of that? Oh, y'all are having a good conversation. Let me go throw this race grenade. Let me go throw this trans grenade. Let me go throw this confusion grenade. Like, what's the point? Let me throw this hate grenade in the middle of a loving conversation. What's the point of that? So yeah, I was looking for your ass, Lone Wolf, with the daughter that just became a daggone doctor. Miss me with all that. I'm just trolling just to be trolling stuff. We ain't got time for that. As a matter of fact, I would say LFR Family Channel ain't got time for it. Other channels got time for it. Feel free, go over there and do your thing. More like Uncle Bomb because you're the bomb. Did you call me Uncle Tom? I don't give a damn about none of that stuff, man. Matter of fact, the only time I'll get mad at somebody for calling me an Uncle Tom is if I feel like having fun. That only makes sense to other people who are naturally mischievous and don't really concern themselves with too much, but we play in the dark very well because we're cool there. We're comfortable there. But yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. You want good water? Get an Alexa Pure gravity water filter. It even removes fluoride. For folks who don't know, fluoride is deadly. It was used as rat poison. Holy crap. Jesus. Alexa Pure gravity water filter. That sounds expensive. It sounds very expensive. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. I really appreciate it. I'm going to check it out. Alexa Pure gravity water filter. I'm going to check that out. Look out. Send email with link info dropping today. Charles Cohey. Thank you so much, big dog. I'll check the email. And everybody who's doing content, make sure y'all reach out to me with the word coach, all right? And we just now got, over the weekend, we got 2 VIPs. Shout out to the LF5 family coaching. We got 2 VIP. No, that's a lie. Before the weekend, we got a VIP. And over the weekend, we got a VIP. So that's thank you so much, man. Y'all make sure y'all reach out to me so we can do some great things together. Van, love all you do. Keep on keeping it real. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Deborah, Patrick, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Now, let me go ahead and run out. Let me run down what's been going on, guys. Let's get to it. And I told Treebeard this would not be a long one. Apparently, I was lying. I did not mean it. Ilan, Ohmar, I hope you get fired, and I hope you are held accountable for everything that you're doing against this country for the embetterment of another country. Anyone, and not only Ilan Ohmar, anyone who serves in any office in the United States, and your goal, your primary goal is to help another nation more than you want to help our nation, you need to be fired and you need to get sent back to whatever nation you're trying to help. I'm dead ass about that. If you're not trying to, if your whole job is not for the embetterment of the United States of America first, then you don't deserve no job working for the United States of America. It's that simple. So I'm with anyone that's saying get rid of Ilhan Omar unless she decides to change her verbiage, but I don't think she will. I think she's locked in. Somalia is her number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 reasons for being in office right now. She don't care about the rest of us. All right. All right. So let me share this with y'all right now. Byron Donalds, I show right there. Byron Donalds, shake things up. About to show this to y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Love y'all, man.
Well, the Constitution, I mean, let me just read you. This is the Fifth Amendment. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces. And then it goes on to say, nor shall any person be subjected for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life, limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. So the Constitution says any person, not citizen. And therein lies the debate and the root of my question. I mean, does any person just apply to citizens in your mind, or does it apply to citizens and non-citizens? The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, says it applies to citizens and non-citizens.
Well, let's be very clear. First and foremost, when the framers wrote our Constitution, they never envisioned that there would be an executive that would allow millions of people to come into the country illegally. They never fathomed that. Number two, more importantly, you have a situation right now. Is it okay for any administration to not follow the law, abuse border security laws, let millions of people in, and then hide behind the court system to say, well, now they're here, so now we have to go through a lengthy process? Let's examine this right now. Right now, what we know is that when people came into the country illegally, almost 90% of them would not even go to the hearings. So if you're supposed to show up for a hearing and you do not go, what are we supposed to do as a country?
Very quickly,
we can't track y'all. What, we put tags on them that's trackable? Do we put some type of digital tags that we can see wherever they go? We know where they are. We know who they are. Bro, we don't know who they are. We don't know what they've done. And we don't know where they are. They come here and they say, yeah. I'm gonna go to the hearings. I'm gonna go to the hearings. Can we get in? We can get in? All right, cool. I'm gonna go to the hearings. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I go to the hearings. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go to the hearings. And they want to show up. So now people are saying, oh, due process. We got to make sure that we do things the right way. And that means they all got to sit in front of a judge and a jury, not a jury, a judge, in order for us to get them up out this country or move them forward in their citizenship. Bro, once they get in, they're in. Once they're in Disney World, they getting on all the rides. They getting on all the rides they can get on. They in line, they getting on the rides. They walking around with their corn dogs or their turkey leg, random ass turkey leg. Who started that? Who started putting turkey legs in amusement parks? Don't get it wrong. I like it. I don't mind eating the turkey leg. I prefer the turkey wings, to be honest with you. A little bit of gravy, seasoned properly. You know what I'm saying? Delicious. But once we let them in, we don't know where they've gone. We don't know who they are. We don't know what they're doing. They can commit crimes and just duck into the bushes like Homer Simpson. And we don't know nothing. But yet our government is trying to say, the Democrats are trying to say, no, they need due process. No, the hell they don't. They don't need due process. Get on out. You don't belong here. Give me papers. You got papers? You don't have no papers? You have nothing? Then I have nothing for you, my friend. What about you? You got papers? You have nothing? Then I have nothing for you, my friend. What about you? You got papers? You have nothing? Then I have nothing for you, my friend. It's that easy. It's that simple. Let me be in charge of immigration. Let me be in charge of that. out your cotton picking mind is not that damn difficult. It's not that difficult. They don't deserve due process. Our forefathers did not write up no rules thinking that they didn't think that our country was going to be taken over by any damn body. Anybody would be able to just come over here and then they'll have to go through this whole thing. They didn't. Come on now. And now they're trying to say, well, they missed that part. So it's the law. It's the law. And you got judges now who's demanding that illegal immigrants stay here. They're demanding it. How can you form your lips to tell our president that you cannot deport people who have come over here illegally and committed a crime and didn't do what they had to do over the years that they've been here in order to get citizenship? It's ridiculous. It's for damn ridiculous. Pause real quick. I got to take a tinkle. Okay, so we're going to pause this live stream so Shane can go take a piss. Yeah, we're about to pause this live stream right quick so Shane can go take a piss. When he gets back, we will resume. Boom, 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 boom. Is Shane back from the bathroom yet? Is Shane back from the ladies' room? I got a meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon. Meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon. Oh. Meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon. Oh. He back. Okay, Shane back. Shane is back. All right, then we back. See that? I even paused the live stream for my people to go take a tinkle. First place, they fluoridated. Is that fluoridated? I've never seen that word written like that. So that's fluoride. Fluoride as a verb in the past tense. Wow. Fluoridated. First place they fluoridated water was Nazi Germany to make the Jews more docile. Did not know that. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you. That is, very intelligent. Shout out to Michelle, one of my favorite people on the internet. Yo, just to be clear, I was most def not calling you a Tom. I was saying you the bomb, as in your content is off the chain. It's all love and respect. Bill Kill, I know you wouldn't call me a Tom. I appreciate you. I was just, even if you was, I don't give a damn about none of that. I probably pop slick back at you just for fun, but thank you for making it clear. I appreciate that. See, that right there shows your heart. It shows your heart. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I would love to meet a lot of y'all inside of our private group calls for content creators. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to create no content. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm just saying it would be dope to talk to y'all. Let me see here. Alexa Pure is cheap, around $150 to $200. Just make sure you get mineral packs. To add mineral packs back into the water after filtering, because the filters, because the filter's that good. All right, so you gotta add some mineral packs, and $150 to $200 is cheap. We know somebody is a bourgeois. Somebody got some money talking about $150 is cheap. When did $150 become cheap? I see y'all are something else. Y'all are something else. Y'all are just rich, super wealthy. Y'all got money bags like Scrooge McDuck. Y'all be diving into gold nuggets in the morning, doing morning swims in gold nuggets. Thank you so much for the super chat, for the super sticker, Tracy. I appreciate you. Ready to rumble, aka Alan Maddox. Thank you. All right. Let me run down the news to y'all right now. Byron Donalds, you did a damn good job explaining that, brother. And also Stephen Miller was explaining that as well. I appreciate when people break down to these imbeciles who they already know. They're just trying to test you. Just like when lawyers are on the defendant side or on the prosecution side and they know that they're wrong. They know that they're on the wrong side. they still do their job. So I ain't got nothing. Listen, they still doing their job. Whatever the case may be, it just seems extremely disingenuous to me. Yeah. So let's go and jump into these this information real quick. Travelers without a real ID will still be allowed to fly, Noem says. All right. So here's a story, right? Starting May 7th, 2025, U.S. travelers must present a real ID compliant driver's license or ID marked with a star or another federally recognized document, such as a passport, to board domestic flights and access certain federal facilities, as mandated by the Real ID Act, passed in 2005 to enhance security post 9/11. Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, clarified that travelers without a real ID or other approved ID will face additional security screening at TSA checkpoints, but will not be barred from flying, reiterating the Department of Homeland Security's guidance to avoid disruptions. Approximately 81% of travelers at TSA checkpoints already present real ID compliant identification, indicating significant adoption, though millions still need to upgrade their IDs to meet the federal standards. Besides real ID compliant licenses, acceptable forms of identification include passports, enhanced driver's licenses issued by states like New York, Michigan, Minnesota, Washington, and Vermont, and other TSA-approved documents like global entry cards, ensuring flexibility for travelers. The TSA plans a phased approach to real ID enforcement, potentially issuing warnings rather than denying boarding outright to prevent operational disruptions and security vulnerabilities, with details to be posted on the TSA website if implemented. Donald Trump is planning to send migrants to Libya. All right. So that's the word on the street. Here we go right here. Let me share this with you so you can see it for yourself. All right. And this is one of the websites that I hate how they always throwing stuff on my daggone what's name. Shout out to Ground News, by the way. Somebody reached out to me about Ground News. But yeah, so Donald Trump is planning to send migrants to Libya. All these pop-ups, bro. Sheesh. I can't do all these daggone pop-ups, man. Jeez Louise. All right. All right, let me see here. Okay, I gotta close this, man. This website is just getting on my daggone nerves, man. It's just throwing up all these things, and I feel like my daggone computer screen is being attacked. My computer is being attacked. So the Trump administration is preparing to send migrants to Libya on U.S. military flight, potentially as early as May 7, 2025, which is today, as part of an escalating deportation program, according to Reuters and the New York Times. The nationalities of the migrants remain unclear. Libya's migrant detention centers are described as horrific and deplorable by human rights groups, with reports of sexual violence, torture, forced labor, and slavery. The U.S. State Department has noted harsh and life-threatening conditions and lack of due process in these facilities. The operation aligns with the administration's goal to deter illegal immigration by deporting migrants to communities with severe conditions, sending a strong message to those in the U.S. illegally. This follows previous deportations to El Salvador's high-security CECOT prison. The flight's execution faces potential logistical, legal, or diplomatic challenges. No formal agreement with Libya to accept non-Libyan deportees has been confirmed, and the plan has sparked legal concerns, including a federal judge's ruling against deportations without notice or contestation. All right, contesting it. The administration is exploring other countries such as Rwanda for deportations and has already deported 152,000 people by May 6th, yesterday, 2025. Discussions with Libya also include a possible safe third country agreement to send asylum seekers apprehended at the U.S. border. All right. 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 Yeah. All right. So Trump met with the Prime Minister Carney yesterday. And I want you guys to see this right here. So Trump met with the Prime Minister Carney, who is the new Prime Minister of Canada. And the new Prime Minister of Canada was trying to act tough. He didn't realize that he was sitting to an actual tough guy. But I want y'all to see exactly what he said. And then we're going to have a conversation about it.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I'm on the edge of my seat, actually, for the video. But thank you for your hospitality and above all, for your leadership. You're a transformational president, focus on the economy with a relentless focus on the American worker, securing your borders, ending the scourge of fentanyl and other opioids, and securing the world. And I've been elected with my colleagues here, with the help of my colleagues here. I'm going to spread the credit to transform Canada with a similar focus on the economy, securing our borders, again on fentanyl, much greater focus on defense and security, securing the Arctic and developing the Arctic. And the history of Canada and the U.S. is we're stronger when we work together, and there's many opportunities to work together. And I look forward to addressing some of those issues that we have, but also finding those areas of mutual cooperation so we can go forward.
That's great. Very nice. Thank you very much. It's a very nice statement.
Now, this right here was completely different from the conversation that he had with President Zelensky of Ukraine. A lot of you may remember that when he came to the White House, rocking a sweatsuit. He wasn't rocking a sweatsuit. He just wasn't rocking a suit. He didn't give a dang on about that right there. All right. But some things were said in that conversation. Trump met with Canadian President Mike Carney. That was yesterday, amid tensions over 25% tariffs on Canadian goods. Carney firmly stated that Canada is not for sale. I don't know if you guys seen that right there, but let me see. I'm trying to get this video up for you guys right now. Where in the world is it? Come on, not for sale, not for sale, not for sale, not for sale. Okay, here it is right here. All right, so here's the video right here, the not for sale video. And y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, gang. Let's go.
When you consider what Mr. Carney just said, that Canada is not for sale, does this make the discussion a little more difficult to start on?
No, not at all. No, not at all. No, time will tell. It's only time. But I say never. I've had many things that were not doable, and they ended up being doable, and only doable in a very friendly way. But if it's to everybody's benefit, Canada loves us and we love Canada. That's, I think, the number one thing that's important. But we'll see. I mean, over time, we'll see what happens.
Now, this right here, these type of conversations with other world leaders, it pisses the Democrats off. Why? Because they feel like Trump don't have the ability to do that. They don't realize that he's very comfortable in this. He's not playing. This is not cosplay for him. It's not. And that's the one thing that made that makes him stand out, because no matter where he goes, even before he became a president, this brother already had that type of, I don't know, it was just that something about him that he belonged in the room. He belonged in the room. And as you can clearly see right here, they're having a good conversation. And he says, look, never say never. He quoted Justin Bieber. Yeah, I never thought I'd see Trump quote Justin Bieber. But he quoted Justin Bieber just now. He was like, never say never. You know what I mean? Because Canada will be in a better position if they was a 51st state. But we're going to let them do what they do. We're going to work with them. They are not going to put all them tariffs back on us, but we're going to work together. See, I told y'all to calm down. I told y'all I got this. But one thing that the Democrats do not want to listen to is the fact that we have been screwed by these other countries for such a long time. And it took a real man to get back into the office to make real change. And there will be some dark times at first. Will be some penny pitching at first. We're going to hold our wallets real tight at first. But when you have a businessman who does this is what he do. He's made billions of dollars over being able to talk to other powerful people and coming out on top of the business deal. Why would we want somebody like that at the helm of our country? Why would we want that? They just continue to look at him as Orange Man bad. They continue to look at him as being a fascist or a phobic of any small group you want to talk about, any protected or new group that they want to complain about and act like are so ostracized and victimized and oppressed. They want to act like this dude don't care about that. What Trump wants to go down in history as the best president that the United States has ever seen, has ever had. That's what he wants to go down as. All this bickering back and forth and trying to get the last laugh, the last word, and going after enemies and all of that. You don't care about that. Although a lot of his enemies, I hope that they get the business, because they were up to some nasty work and they've been lying to us for a long damn time. A long time. Even with the whole immigration thing, bro, they could have been fixed that. But they were lying to their constituents so that they get more money for themselves, more money for other countries, so forth and so on, get the votes, make Trump look like the bad guy. And it was what? It was at the behest of American citizens. We had to take the brunt of that. We got the short end of the stick from that. So now he's sitting down with world leaders and he letting them know, yo, I've already showed myself mighty. What y'all doing? Y'all bringing something to the table or what? We going to work together, or am I going to have to roll over you? Straight like that. And this conversation ended up being a good one. So the Trump administration has deported 152,000 immigrants by May 6, 2025, but faces judicial pushback, with judges blocking removals under the Alien Enemies Act and ordering the return of a Salvadorian immigrant deported in error, so to speak. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem emphasized that immigrants in the U.S. illegally must face consequences, right? So let me see. Trump's tariffs, including those on Canadian goods, have strained international relations and contributed to a record $140.5 billion U.S. trade deficit in March 2025. The article notes broader economic concerns such as potential price increases due to tariffs, as discussed in related coverage of Carney's visit. And that's the article that was written by USA Today that I tried to pull up, but this bad boy has just got all this stuff on my screen. I don't want to get any bugs on my screen, to be honest with you. So I was like, man, screw it. In other news, U.S. and China are to hold their very first talks since the trade. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a phenomenal thing. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think it's a phenomenal thing, because those guys been acting, they've been showing their tail, man. And it's time for us to let them know that, look, if you don't want your tail to be spanked, then you need to relax, Jack. That's what you need a daggone do. So U.S. and Chinese officials will meet in Switzerland for their first high-level economic talks since President Trump imposed sweeping tariffs on Chinese imports, triggering a trade war. This follows China's Vice President Han Zhang attending Trump's inauguration in January 2025. The talks come after Trump announced an additional 34% tariff on Chinese goods, with China retaliating with the 34% levy on all U.S. goods and restricting critical mineral exports, intensifying a tit-for-tat trade conflict that threatens the global economic order. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, I don't know how you say this thing, revealed that U.S. and Chinese officials have been discussing key economic matters despite China's public denials, indicating behind-the-scenes efforts to address the trade war's impact. The trade war between the world's two largest economies risk disrupting global trade, with U.S. retailers warning of potential shortages and price spikes, and the World Trade Organization, WTO, predicting an 80% drop in U.S.-China merchandise trade in 2025. Trump has expressed optimism about negotiating with China, stating during a meeting with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney that Beijing officials want to negotiate, suggesting a potential for de-escalation if talks progress. So that's what I want to see. That's what we want to see, baby. The reason why they hate President Trump is because he's putting a monkey wrench in their evil agenda. Some people are too brainwashed to see it. Thank you so much, King Mike's World. Much love to you, big dog. And hopefully, I don't know if you saw this, but I have to call this out. Hopefully, you received my apology. It was not only to you, but it was to others as well. So hopefully you saw it. But you're absolutely right, man. They see that he's actually trying to do something good, man. He's trying to do something. They have this globalist agenda with them that they're just trying to control us. And I'm glad we got somebody to fight for us. I'm just gonna say that. I'm glad we got somebody to fight for us, because guess what? The go along to get along gang, they're no longer in office. They're gone. They're out. They're done, son. They out. They moved them out the way, man. Moved them out the way. All right, so in the final joint right here, Supreme Court allows ban on transgender troops to take effect. So apparently that's about to happen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wish this world is changing so much, man. This world is changing so much. See, here's the thing. More and more people, less and less people want to fight for our military. And if a transgender person wants to serve in the military, I don't think there should be a problem with it. But here's the issue. Because of their condition, they can't serve in the military. Because of their condition and their medicine that they need and other things that go along with them being trans, they cannot deploy. Those things are, that's not conducive to a powerful, strong military, in my opinion. So if there was a better way to get this done, I'd be all for it. Unfortunately, it's not. So the military should not have to make all of these changes and try to appease all these special groups in order to have boots on the ground. But I wish that everybody can serve without there being a problem. That's just my 2 pennies, man. Call me naive, call me green behind the ears, whatever you want to call me. I don't give a damn. You know, y'all know I don't care. I kind of do care. I care more than I used to care. I keep saying I don't care. I do care. I care a lot more than I used to care, and that upsets me. Like I'm becoming a big old softy the older I get, man. Hey, Tiki JMO, what the hell are you talking about? Your hip hop is trash. Who are you talking to, bro? Are you talking about hip hop in general? Y'all know I don't know. All right, so being in the military is not all right. It's a privilege. You're absolutely right. I don't think anybody should have the right to insurance, because that's why a lot of them are doing. A lot of them want to join the military so they can get that insurance. So insurance can pay for everything. Insurance is going to pay for my medication. Insurance is going to pay for my treatments. Insurance is going to pay for my my transformation. And then once they're done, they're done. At least the military insurance will make them fabulous. How come that's the daggone? See, we are something else. Do you realize how something else we are? We are something else. I say fabulous, and y'all already know what community that is. What community says fabulous? All right. But I honestly believe that if you are a trans woman and you want to join the military, I think you should have to fist fight. a man and win. Like you got a fist fight. And if you're a trans woman, you're a man going to a woman. Well, he would like to fist fight a woman. So that's the problem already. You know what? Let me rethink this. I had a plan, but my plan is flawed. My plan is a little flawed. So let me go ahead back. Yeah, my plan is a little flawed. I'll come back to the table with my plan. Y'all go to the next one. I thought my plan was together. Y'all can go to the next one. You can go to the next one in the meeting. You can go ahead and delete my minutes when it comes to that. Yeah. Plan 2, come on down. Yeah, well, we need a plan 2. Let me see. Shane wrote something, something good, I suppose. hey, pull over. Hey, let me tell you something. The days when we used to make fun of gay people in movies, that was the best days in the world. Not that we want to make fun of gay people, but making fun of gay people was, it was our thing. Can we please get back? Can we make making fun of gay people great again? We need to make, let me see there. My mom is gay and was in the Air Force. She had to hide it, and no one knew my whole life growing up as far as my friends go. She hid it for years. Now it's like a trend to be gay or trans. Justine, do you know how many people would be offended by you giving your testimony, talking about the last part about now is a trend being gay or trans? I'm with you on that. I think it's a trend. I've been saying that for so long, but people keep on saying, no, all of the gay people, they've been here. They just was hiding and they were afraid for their lives. And if they came out, they were getting burned at the stake. I'm like, bull, sugar, honey, iced tea, bro. Almost everybody got a daggone gay kid now. That wasn't like that back in the day. Ain't nowhere in the world. I mean, we talking about the kids. Almost everybody got a gay kid. Like if you got 4 kids, one of them kids gonna be gay. Because society says so. And if all your kids are straight like mine, to my knowledge, and if they aren't, listen, still cool with me, baby. Y'all know me. I might still clown you and joke on you and, talk about you being gay and all that other stuff. But listen, I'm going to love on you. I'm going to love you to death. To death do us part. But yeah, it's definitely a trend. Everybody want to be fabulous. Anna Barnes says she has 6 kids and all of them are shit. One of them kids gay. One of them gay. One of them hiding. One of them in the closet. One of them in the closet being fabulous. One of your kids are in the closet being fabulous. All right. Alexa Pure stainless steel filter gets 200 gallons on each filter. If you add each bottle you buy, if you add each bottle that you buy to get 200 gallons, it's much cheaper replacement filters, $70 to $90. I like your style. You're real comfortable in talking money. I like talking to people who know how to break down some money. I like people that know how to break down some money. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna look into it. All of them are married. Damn good job. 6 children, all married. You need a daggone award. No bull. You're keeping the nuclear family together. Not only that, but you're extending the life of your family tree, your bloodline. Not only that, but the likelihood of them doing well has increased because they have someone to do it with, to do it alongside, to pick up the pieces where they're weak. You know what I mean? Kudos to you, Anna. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. I have 4 children. One of them are married. You know, my baby girl Naya, who is a school teacher doing her thing. She went to school for digital design and whatnot, but she ended up being a school teacher. She wanted to be a school teacher. Her mom wanted to be a school teacher, and she's such an amazing educator. Like it blows my mind how these children are doing. And then not only did she become an educator, but she's married to a doctor. Shout out to TJ. Her and TJ, they've already traveled the world. They've been to like 6-7 countries already. Like they're doing their thing. They love life. They loving on each other, and they're building their own legacy. So whenever I see somebody else doing it, I gotta big you up. I gotta big you up because you're doing God's work. God said, "A man that finds a wife finds a good thing." Huh? Hello, somebody. Y'all not saying amen. Hydro Man 502, 5002. My biggest problems about the trans thing, it opens doors for people that are sex offenders, robbers, and more to get around getting caught. But the news don't point that out. You're absolutely right, in my opinion. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. There's a whole bunch of perverts out here that just want to play along so that they can hide their hand, so they can continue to do whatever they're doing in the dark and cosplay as the opposite sex, which is BS. And you know that this is happening because a lot of them don't change their sex for real. Listen, if you're trans, I want you to go all out. Did you cut your dingling off? You ain't cut your dingling off, then you're not trans nothing. Don't be saying, I'm a woman. Call me a woman. Call me a woman. If you still got your Franks and Beans, I ain't calling you a damn thing. Get rid of them Franks and Beans. Then we can talk. And if you want me to do it, hey. You want to be a woman? Come on, let's talk. You want to be a woman? Come here, let's talk. You want to be a woman? Come here. Come on over here, brother. Come here, brother. Huh? I ain't gonna do nothing. I just want to help. I just want to help. Come here. Come here. I ain't gonna do nothing. I promise you I ain't gonna do nothing. Just come here. All I'm saying is if you want to be a woman, come here. Just for a minute. Just come here. Much love to you all, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me this morning. Y'all are absolutely amazing per usual. Everybody who submitted a super chat, I really appreciate you guys going above and beyond. Everybody who participated inside of the chat respectfully with one another, I appreciate that as well. That means a lot to me. And if you're considering doing content creation, reach out to me. We're getting better and better at it. I would love for y'all to get my YouTube course. It's in the descriptions, very first link. And that way you can join our private Facebook group and join all of our group calls that we have where you'll get most of your blessings. I'm talking about some great, phenomenal people who know things about life and editing, content creation, AI, whatever you need, okay? And if you're one of the bourgeois that can afford Alexa Pure filters, ask me about my VIP. I promise you it's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. All right. Love y'all, man. I got to get ghosts. I got to go do my thing. I got to go be the dad that move people up out of their rooms and stuff. So I'll see y'all. And then I got to make the trip again for graduation. God is amazing. Please do me a favor and pray for me, and I will continue to pray for you as well. And that's pretty much it. Love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. And don't forget, check out my my outro. All right. Peace, gang. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week. And you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.